We will now proceed to the next chapter, which is the human relations and leadership. What is human relations? Human relations is getting along well with other people. The basis of good human relation is good character. Mabuti ang iyong pakikisama sa ibang tao, lalo na kung mabuti ang katangian mo. In order to have a good human relation, one must possess important divine values as well as socially accepted human values to enable him to live well with others. So let's talk about the 10 commandments of human rights. First, speak graciously to people. Ayaw ka harsh. Next, smile at people. So, as they said, smile is the best makeup you could ever wear. Next is call people by their first name. Be friendly and helpful. Be cordial. Be genuinely interested in people. Be generous with praise. Be cautious with criticism. Be considerate of other people's feelings. Be thoughtful of the opinions of others. Be alert to give service. There are short course in human relations. Maiksi lang ang mga ito pero napakahalaga. So first, six most important word is I admit I made a mistake. We human must learn to admit, must be accountable, must be responsible, most especially when we make a mistake. Harapin natin ang ating pagkakamali at hindi tatakasan. So next, five most important words. You did a good job. Affirmation. Four most important words. Opinion. What is your opinion? Listening to others. Third most important words. If you please. Asking permission. Two most important words. Thank you. Gratitude. And least most important word. I. Selflessness. How to maintain good human relations. First, give compliments and praises freely. Be fair always. Keep secrets, especially when it comes to conversation. Criticize or argue tactfully. Admit your mistakes. Recognize the merit of others' opinions. Recognize the merit of others' opinions. Be grateful always. Give credit to whom credit is due. Be honest. Maintain a moderate level of humility. Be kind, generous, and helpful. Be friendly. Be dependable and responsible. Be dependable and responsible. And keep promises. Be punctual. Be resourceful, hardworking, and frugal. Be a good, law-abiding citizen. Dapat sumusunod sa batas. Be cooperative in group undertakings, nakikisama. Be firm with your reasoned conviction. Shun vices. Respect the conviction, beliefs, and practices of others. Maintain a decent, socially approved love life. Next is leadership. According to Lardizabal, a leader is a person who influences the group to follow the course of action he advocates. Hence, leadership is the act of influencing a group to follow a certain course or action. So, according to Lardizabal, ang leader ay may impluensya na mapasunod ang kanyang mga members. So, as said, leadership is the act of influencing a group to follow a certain course. So, kung leader ka, dapat may impluensya ka at napapasunod mo ang iyong mga miyembro. But we know that when we talk about influence, this is not just about the titles you have, but the ability to lead the people in order to follow you or to follow a certain course of action. According to Kagan and Haveman, leadership traits consist of persistence, dependability, self-confidence, popularity, good speech, and participation in the activities of the group. According to Kagan and Haveman, the traits of the person, the character, is very important. So, it manifests in this type of leadership. So, of course, participation is also important. So, hindi lang siya nag-i-influence, nagpa-participate din siya, nagjo-join din siya sa grupo. According to Roch, a person with leadership qualities is physically healthy, greatly energized, easily predictable, aloof from the masses, not too far above the crowd, knowledgeable on human motives, consistent in unifying his followers. While according to Morgan, a leader must participate actively. He must be dependable, maaasahan, persistent, verbally facile, self-confident, and socially popular. Leadership foundation defines leadership. First is loyalty. Loyalty to God, country, and to people. Next is enthusiasm, the energy to help and serve others. Next is action, accomplishment, the achievement, D for dedication, discipline, dignity, and dependability, devotion to duty, daring, determination, decisiveness for the general welfare. E for excellence, exemplary work for others to follow and emulate. Next is R, reliability, responsibility for the law and the right of others, reconciliation for peace and unity, fairness in rewarding. S for sincerity, service, self sacrifice, social justice to make life better for mankind. Self confidence, oral proficiency. Next is H for humility, dapat hindi mapagmataas. Honesty, dapat totoo. Honor, helpfulness, and hard work. I is for integrity, interest, idealism, and initiative. P for patience, perseverance, religion, or creed. Love for peace, progress, prosperity, for mankind, and predictability. There are theories about the emergence of leaders. There are theories on how leaders are being selected or chosen. These theories emerge because there is no so called best way of leading. First is the situational theory. The quality of a person are those needed to deal with the situation and so he is selected as a leader. Ito yung mga leader na ang bilis mong malapitan lalo na kung may mga kagipitan or importanteng sitwasyon or bagay na kailangang matugunan ng pansin. Example, Someone is asking for help because his relative is sick. And a leader who is compassionate, who is active, especially in this kind of situation, would definitely do an action. Next is a personal behavior theory. A person behaves according to the demands of the situation, and so he is selected to lead. Supportive or participatory theory. As a prospective leader supports or helps his prospective followers, supporting the latter in his quest for leadership. So ito ang mga klase ng leader na sumusuporta at nagpa-participate. They don't just implement, they also participate. Next is the sociological theory. An individual facilitates the activity of the members of the group and resolves their conflict. And because he is a good facilitator, he is selected as a leader. So this kind of leader is a good facilitator. Sila ang mga tao na mahilig makipag-socialize. Next is psychological theory. The individual who motivates the members of a group to engage activities that would satisfy the personal needs is selected as a leader. This is true with labor's leader. Ito yung klase ng leader na mahilig sa tao. Pinipili ang taong ito kasi marunong siyang makisama at minomotivate niya yung kanyang mga miyembro upang sumali or mag-engage sa mga activity. Next is the autocratic theory. An individual uses coercion or endurance to attain his leadership status. Ito yung mga leader na gumagamit ng puwersa o kapangyarihan upang ipatupad ang kanilang mandato o ordinansa. Next is supernatural powers theory. An individual may have an agimat or what they so-called talisman or magic power that enables them to attain his leadership status. Inheritance theory, when a king or emperor dies, his heir, usually a son, inherits the throne of his father. So ito yung leader na ang kanyang posisyon ay naipasa o naipamana sa kanya. Accident theory, when an elected president dies or resigns for a specific reason, his vice president takes over the position. Ito naman ay yung posisyon na nakuha o naipasa dahil sa hindi inaasang pangyayari o aksidente. Next